I hate my own pottery! Ooh, I forgot I hit that in there. Hey everybody, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Last time, we exited Kokiri Forest, and then snuck our way into Hyrule Castle, where we met Princess Zelda, and learned of her plans to stop the, we think he's evil anyway, Ganondorf. This time, if you're wondering why I'm back in Link's house in Kokiri Forest, I'm wondering the same. So, the thing about this game is, though, even though you can save wherever you want just by pausing and pressing B, the game does not save your exact position in the world. Presumably because it would require saving a bunch of other information that games back in the old days had trouble stored in their tiny memory banks. So, the result is that you are respawned at a predetermined location whenever you load the file. If you're inside a dungeon, you are loaded in the dungeon's entrance, and if you are in the overworld, at least at this point in the game, you are restarted back in Kokiri Forest, even though we just had that tearful goodbye scene with Saria last time, and I don't dig it, but it's how this game works, so nothing I can really do about it. Anyway, we're back out in Hyrule Fields now, and we could explore around a little bit. We could, go this way, see what's down here instead. The thing is that right now, not a lot is available to us in the overworld, and even though you do have the freedom to go check it out whenever you want, we will have to collect some more items before we're able to truly do a bunch of other stuff. For example, we have this big thing right here. It's a big stone. Can't smack it with this. Even a Deku stick isn't strong enough to break it, even though it does 4 times the damage of a sword. That shouldn't be surprising, since it's a stick, but still. We can at least go over here and see a new enemy, I guess. Are these enemies active at nighttime, I wonder? I just noticed they sunk into the floor. I know in Majora's Mask, the enemies, the one instance of this enemy in Majora's Mask does go dormant at nighttime, so I'm wondering if it's the same here. What, Navi? What would Saria say if we told her we're going to save Hyrule? She'd probably just say, "That's cool, Link. Good luck with that." That's what I guess, anyway. You never know. Oh, you dropped a blue rupee. Man, you're rich. Okay, they do go dormant at nighttime. That's a cool detail. I do like that. I am swinging the wrong way because the game refused to lock onto you. Gotta love it. Okay, I would like to wait around until daytime to at least show these guys off, but then we're going to start heading towards Kakariko Village, where Impa, Zelda's attendant, pointed us in the direction of last time. There we go. I had to find the right sentence. Maybe this tree has stuff in it? It has rupees. Okay. I was hoping for a Skull Chilla, but I guess we'll have to go. How many Skull Chillas do I have? It does keep count in the menu. I got 6. Okay. There's a certain something you can get when you have 10 of them somewhere in some unknown location, and I'm definitely gonna look out for that, because that certain something is very nice. I know. I love being vague. It's my favorite pastime. I learned it from the best. Like From Software. You know, I learned it from Software anyway. Alright, these guys are about to disappear, and then we have different enemies to deal with. These guys over here are about the only enemies in Hyrule Field aside from the Stall Children at nighttime. They are Pea-hats. Its weak point is its roots. You gotta get in, smack its roots 7,000 times, use a Deku Stick if you're so inclined, maybe a slingshot as well. Yeah, that actually does hurt. Okay, cool. They're pretty tanky, and they do deal a full heart of damage if they hit, which makes them pretty dangerous, in all honesty. In addition, I think some of them can send small Pea-hats after you, and they might also do a full heart of damage. I can't remember. It's either half a heart or a full heart of damage. You'd think they do half a heart of damage since they're half the size, but, you know, I don't know. The logic in this game never tends to check out, never tends to make much sense. There's not much reason to kill them, but, we may as well. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to, stand underneath them, avoid all their attacks. I had no idea they went into the air and exploded like that in this game. That's kind of funny. So one cool thing about Hyrule Field's music, as well as the overworld music in general in this game, is that it's actually dynamic. There are segments of the track that are, upbeat and adventurous for when you're moving around. There's quieter moments for when you're standing still. And there's more, intense and scary sounding ones for when there's an enemy after you. And the game will choose which segment of the track to play, depending on whatever you're doing. If you're moving, standing still, or fighting an enemy. It's pretty cool. Since the game has been decompiled, I suppose I could go check out the source code for how it works and make a video about it on the main channel. That'd be kind of fun. Alright, Owl, get your freaking speech out of the way. Beyond this point lies Lake Hylia. It is full of deep, pure water. Thank you for spoiling the location. Those Zoros who all live the way upstream guard the sunken temple at the lake's bottom as well as Zora's fountain. I could have found this out myself by talking to them, but whatever. If you want to confirm its location on the map, press start to look at the map. All the places you have shown will be visited on the map. No, I don't want to hear what you said again. You be careful and go. See, would it not have been much better if the player was allowed to pass this fence and go see Lake Hylia for themselves? This is what I'm talking about. This adventure game really doesn't like letting you adventure on your own. I know it's rated E for everyone. It is geared towards a younger audience, but still, it's just kind of annoying how various characters will spoil later locations for you all the time, especially that owl. That owl was the worst part of it. Anyway, this here's a grotto with 5 rupees in a chest and one of these things. Catches one-eyed gaze pierces into your mind. Anything in the grass? Okay, we do have bugs on the ground. That is important for something. And we also have a beehive on the wall. I think in this game, shooting beehives doesn't do anything. Yeah. In Majora's Mask, they fall on the floor and there might be a bee that chases you, but in this game, you can shoot the beehives all you want and nothing happens. It's very strange. Or at least, that's how it works with the slingshot. I don't know about anything else. Any other weapons we may be obtaining in the future. I guess while I'm here, let's go see Lake Hylia. There is at least one thing we'll be able to do here. We will be revisiting Lake Hylia in the future, or in the semi-near future, so for a required step of the main quest, so a lot of people tend to wait until then to check out Lake Hylia in their Ocarina of Time playthroughs, but I'm gonna go here early because I feel like it. Yeah, this intro isn't much of a surprise anymore because of that freaking owl that spoiled its existence. Screw you, man. Your theme song is the best part of you. Gotta be honest. that must be like the biggest insult you can say to any video game character. Like, your theme song is the best part about you. Something that isn't even related to who they are as a person. This is a very weird little hill here. The way it just kind of juts out, and it's like you're climbing a rock wall. Yet it's part of the main path into this place. I don't really get it. Alright, here's Lake Hylia. Definitely not very big, but still pretty cool. I definitely prefer it when lakes are not surrounded by giant rock walls, but whatever we can get, I guess. Yeah, I definitely prefer, like, the ocean, Great Bay, and Majora's Mask compared to this. Just because of that, you know, gives you a much clearer view of all the surroundings. And that's all I have to say, so I'll shut up now before I get repetitive. Here we have a bridge. Oh my god, he's out there too. Oh my god, okay. Actually, I think talking to him will be worth our while, for once. So here's a golden skulltula. We can shoot it and kill it. However, the token spawns floating in midair, and we cannot just fly over there and get it. We have no means of reaching that token. So I guess we're gonna have to come back for it later. It's one of the weird little limitations, or I guess one of the weird challenges about the Golden Skulltula collection, is that because their tokens spawn in midair, you have to find a way to reach them, and you might not always have that. Okay, he's not talking to us automatically. Let's talk to him for now. What are you doing? You've come a long way to get up here. You should look at the map subscreen sometimes. You just told me about this 5 seconds ago, and also, I don't need a map, there's a mini-map on the screen at all times! Link, this is a beautiful lake full of pure, clear water. At the lake bottom, there is a water temple used to worship the water spirits. The Zoras are guardians of the temple. You just told me this! The Zoras come from Zora's domain, and really? They do? I didn't know that. I heard that only the royal family of Hyrule can enter Zora's domain. That's at least new information, but that's not where we're headed. We're not headed for Zora's domain yet. I'm on my way back to the castle. If you want to come with me, hold on to my talent. So yeah, he will actually, like, take you back to just outside Hyrule Castle Town, I'm pretty sure, if you want. I don't know if he only offers it once and then I have to reload the map to get it again. If we do, then whoops, because I'm gonna keep exploring. These guys are Octoroks. There's also a new enemy out in the water, like those spidery looking guys, but they're not attacking us, so we don't have to worry about them yet. Octoroks spit rocks at you. I think you can deflect them with the shield, but you can also shoot them with the slingshot for a much faster kill. They're not very hard. When water fills the lake, shoot for the morning light. Well, water is filling the lake, and the morning light is there. Ha! I shoot you, morning light! Okay, fine. Doesn't do anything. That's a platform out there. I don't think there's anything out there, so no reason to go out there, because there's nothing out there. I feel like being redundant today, so there you go. Hope you enjoy. Interesting little Triforce pad back there that we just saw. I wonder what the significance of that is. Now, there is a building here, so I feel like we should at least go inside first, you know. There's also a grave here. Can we pull this aside, actually? Pretty sure we can. Pull this back. It's very heavy. All right. Then it unlocks a hole for us to drop inside of. Aha, okay, this is as I thought. So these are an interesting kind of enemy. They are business scrubs. Just like a normal Deku Scrub, they will shoot nuts at you, but if you hit them, they will become nice, and they will try to sell you something. I surrender! In return, I will sell you Deku Nuts! 5 pieces for 20 rupees they are! Let's make a deal! No way. Yikes! I'm going home then! These guys could be kind of useful if you're, say, doing some kind of challenge run where you aren't allowing yourself to pick up any drops from enemies, which is something I've considered doing for a video on the main channel for a while. And I've even started one for Majora's Mask, though I have not continued it very much. Deku Seeds. I need that the least because those are the most common thing, like, to get ever. However, in a normal playthrough, most of what they sell isn't that worth it, so I'm mostly just gonna see what they have to sell and make fun of them. I quit. If you let me go, I'll sell you some bombs! Okay, you know what I just said? Bombs sound cool. Let's buy it! So sorry, you can't buy that right now! I've been scammed. Or no, I haven't been scammed. He didn't take my money. But what that means is we have no means of carrying bombs. Even though we have an inventory screen, yeah, we can't carry bombs. It's a weird rule of the old Zelda games. It's like, even though you have an inventory screen, you need a different item to be able to carry bombs. You'll see that. Probably not this video, but probably next video. Hopefully next video. I'm sure hope next video. All right, let's see what this building is about, and then we will get back on track with where we actually have to go. Here we have the sign, probably labeling it. Lakeside Laboratory, daily trying to get to the bottom of the mysteries of Lake Hylia. Getting to the bottom of the lake, where the water temple is. Okay, anyway. Go inside, and we have this guy. Hello there, son. I'm researching the process of making medicine by mixing Lake Hylia's water with various unusual compounds. Perhaps you've met that old lady from the potion shop. She is like a student of mine. I don't know what potion shop you're talking about, but maybe we'll find out in the future. Hello there, son. I'm saying the same thing. All right, so I can climb onto his table. We can take a look at the shells and crabs he has on the wall, his spears, his anchor, his various potions over here, the octopus, that looks kind of like an octopus, but it also looks like an alien controller from Half-Life. Then we have this pool, which does go down a fair ways. Unfortunately, we cannot reach the bottom of it where there are, like, 2 red rupees that we can see. That is 40 rupees down there, because a red rupee equals 20 rupees. So we could make bank right now, but unfortunately, we can't dive far enough. So guess we'll have to come back some other time. There's one more interesting thing to see in Lake Hylia at the moment, and that is over here. We have 2 scarecrows. What's so interesting about them? Well, get close enough, and do I detect a pulse? Do I detect respiration? You're alive! I am Banuru, the Scarecrow musical genius. I hear a song once, and I never forget it, baby! Alright, how about this guy? My name is Pierre, the Wandering Scarecrow. Actually, I wish I could wander to look for soul-moving sounds, but I'm kind of stuck here. Yeah, 'cause that's kind of the deal with scarecrows. You're supposed to stay here so you can, you know, scare off the crows. It's kind of the point of your all's existence. Whoa, you have an ocarina. Hey, why don't you lay a tune on me with it, baby? All right, let me lay you a tune real quick. What do I want to play? You can play whatever you want for this guy. I think it has to be a certain number of notes. Or maybe that's Majora's Mask I'm thinking of. Okay, well, I could go simple and just do a song from Majora's Mask that isn't in this game so that the game doesn't get confused. Do, 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 do. There we go. You didn't like that one. Why? No fucking idea. What am I doing wrong? I guess I need to do another note. Sure, yeah, you have to make it last the entire music score, or else he doesn't remember it. That's very interesting. You'd think that you would have a harder time remembering songs that are longer, but well, whatever. Well, not bad. I'll remember it for you anyway. I don't mean I can remember only 8 notes, but let's just cut it right there. Yeah, you really can only remember 8 notes. You can't remember 7, but you can remember 8 notes. You are an interesting fellow for sure. Anyway, playing that song for him is important for something later. So, we'll do that and then we'll leave. Very slowly. And I'm not gonna cut out the run back to the owl either because this is Omency 2. We don't do that here. Oh god, I'm gonna have to wait until morning, aren't I? Oh god. Yeah, there's no way we're getting into the next dungeon this video. That's fine. That'll wait for next video. Hey buddy, can you carry me back to around Hyrule Castle? Would be nice. I'm on my way back to the castle. If you want to come with me, hold on to my talons. Alright, so we stand right here, and he'll take us back. This is pretty nice. This is another good part of his character. Unlike everything else we've seen so far. I don't actually hate the owl that much. This is kind of a joke. He just kind of plopped me down in front of the walls. Okay. You know, I suppose I could just cut here and then until it's morning so we can enter Kakariko Village properly, because there's not going to be a lot to do at nighttime in Kakariko Village. Daytime is the actually interesting part, so yeah. I may as well make an exception to my editing rule and do a quick cut. That's a Deku Nut from a tree. I didn't know you could get Deku Nuts from trees. Alright, cut now. Morning time is here. I like how it gets kind of foggy in the morning. That makes sense. I don't know if that was intentional or if that's just how their lighting worked. I don't know if the fog is there all the time and certain lighting modes make it kind of disappear visually, but if it was intentional to have fog here, I really like it. It's a good touch. Alright. Here we have the entrance to Kakariko Village. It's a very strange little canyon with a staircase, but whatever. Whatever works for them. It's so nice to be here. Kakariko Village is a recurring location throughout all the Legend of Zelda games, at least all the ones that take place in Hyrule, and it's always just such a pleasant location every single time. Ding dong, ding dong! I'm a clock soldier of Kakariko. The current time is 7:51. Hello there, son. Zelda's attendant, the Great Impa, opened this village to the common people. We have only a small population now, but someday this place will be as lively as Hyrule Castletown. Oh yes, it will! Climb up the stairs at the north end of the village to find the trail that leads up Death Mountain. But you need the king's permission to actually go up the mountain. You should have said that first. Also, I have to imagine how much suffering this guy has to go through saying ding dong to everyone who comes into the village every single day. That sounds like one of the things minimum wage employees are forced to do like every single day unending. I'm the boss of the carpenters that Impa hired to improve this village and make it into a true city. But young men these days don't have any ambition. Do you know what I mean, kid? I'd agree in our modern society. My workers are just running aimlessly around the village, and they're not making any progress at all. Even my own son doesn't have a job, and he just wanders around all day. They're all worthless, I tell you. Okay, why don't you do something about it instead of sitting there complaining at me about it? Okay, there are a lot of houses here. I don't even know where to start. Hi, buddy. All day long, we are working on many construction projects in the village. It's gonna take a while before everything is done. Yeah, especially when you're frolicking around like that. Our boss works us very hard. Oh, does he? I beg to differ, but okay. Alright, let's go into this house. Just barge into someone's house, you know? This is what you do in these games. Look at the, beautiful pre-rendered backgrounds that we have here. Hi, boy. Is this the first time you've visited this village? A great woman Impa opened up this village to us poor folk. Yeah, I know. I've heard that before. Well, make yourself at home. The food isn't ready yet, though. That's fine. I'm not hungry. I'll just leave. I just come in, I talk to you, and I leave. The everyday life of a hero. So this up here, up these stairs and to the right, is the house that is being built by these carpenters, or at least is supposed to be being built by these carpenters. Right here we have a well with this sign, dark, narrow, scary, the well of 3 features. I love how none of the 3 features are that it can store water. Why is it that wells in video games, or like pretty much any fantasy thing ever, are never used the way they're supposed to be? Wells are supposed to store water, yet we never use them that way in video games. They're always like these secret tunnels to an underground location or something similar. Either that or they don't have any water in them at all. This used to be the Great Impa's house, but she doesn't live here any longer. It is now open to all villagers. You are free to go on in. This village used to be a Sheikah village, but the Great Impa opened it to everyone. Cool. How many more people are we going to receive that information from? Alright. They just want to make sure you don't miss it. I get it. Ooh, piece of heart. And then, probably one of the most remote, rarely ever visited locations in the game is this second floor. You can just go up here, walk around, take a look at the pre-rendered table, and that's it. And then you just jump down and, hi! I did not know you were there. Hey, kid, do you always enter other people's houses without permission? Didn't your parents teach you any manners? The guard outside said I could. Why are you in here? Oh well. That's it. That's his response. Did you see a lady behind this house? She's going through hard times. A lady? Oh well. That lady asked you about chickens. You should listen to her. Okay, very strange dialogue, but okay. That's fine. It's a wonky English translation, okay? It was 1998, and the standards for English translations in games was probably higher then, but it's okay. Most of it is understandable. Just some of it is a little wonkalicious. That's all I'll say. Hi. You okay there, bud? You're not looking too good. You got a skull and a spider all over your face. We all look like this because of the spider's curse. If every spider of the curse in the entire world were destroyed, the curse would be broken. When you destroy a spider of the curse, a token will appear, collected as proof of your achievement. The number next to this icon on the quest status subscreen indicates how many spiders of the curse you have destroyed so far. When this icon is displayed next to the name of the area on the map subscreen, there are no more spiders in that area. Look for them not only out in the open, but also inside the dungeons. Of course, this is just our dream. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. If you break the curse on my family, we will make you very rich. Sounds great, sign me up! No better motivator than money. So, we have many different members of his family, all cursed with the same spider curse, I guess, and this is what collecting the gold Skulltula tokens is doing. It will eventually free them from the curse. I believe the way this works is every 10 tokens you get, up until you have 50 tokens, will free one of them from the curse and will give you a reward. So every 10 you collect, come back to this house and check them out. Once you have 50, the rewards stop until you have 100, all 100 of them. And then you will get one last reward that isn't really as worth it, so 50 is mainly the number you should go for. Okay, before I go in that direction, I would like to take that guy's in the Impa's house, I guess Impa's house advice, and talk to this lady back here, right by the cuckoo pen. Let's see what she has to say. What should I do? My cuckoos have all flown away! You, little boy, please help me bring them back to this pen. I guess we could. Yeah, we've seen a couple cuckoos around here. So, I guess I'll actually leave you. You'd be more convenient to have over in this area of the village. I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to talk to you. Let's go all the way back to the entrance and grab that one first. This is a little bit of like, a little fetch quest, but it's also a bit of a puzzle. Because there's something that these cuckoos can do for you that isn't obvious from the beginning. Or no, from the beginning once you start this quest. And also, doing this quest has a really good reward, and I would recommend it. So, I'll just carry this guy from the entrance all the way back over. La-ti-da, 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 la-ti-da. I ran out of things to say. Man, my commentary is really degraded so far this video. It's fine. Throw you in, that is 1. Then we have you. No, we got you. But I do not want to put you in the pen just yet. What I want to do is this. We jump up here, and we jump across over here. The cuckoos will help you glide a certain distance. It's a very strange, like, kind of illogical way of doing things, but it is how you, sorry, restarting sentence. It is what you have to do to complete this quest, because there is a cuckoo over here, and flying with that cuckoo is basically the only way to get back here right now. So, we do that, we throw the cuckoo back over to the other side so we don't trap both of them over here. That would suck. We throw you too. There is a hole to a cave down here, but I would not recommend going down there. That is not... I think it might reset the cuckoo's locations. Obviously not what you want. So then we have this ladder. Gonna take a drink real quick. Pick up this cuckoo. There might be a little more to see up on that ledge. I don't know if there's much interesting up there right now. We can always go up there another time. Then we throw you back here. Perfect. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I love how the cuckoos are, like, freaking out after you throw them. They're like, oh god, oh god, I'm running away, oh god. Okay, that should be 3. I believe we've now gotten all the cuckoos from the other side of the big fence, so yeah, don't need to worry about that anymore. However, even after this cuckoo, we aren't quite done collecting them yet. Let me just throw you in. Hiya! Okay, perfect. They're all in the pen. Now, you might have heard other cuckoo chirps? Cuckoo dialogue? I don't know. I don't know what to call it, but you may have heard other cuckoo noises around the place, specifically over here, coming from this box. There's a cuckoo hidden inside. So we shall pick you up. And also, this window is popping out of the wall here, and you can even stand behind it, kind of. It's alright. They just went with the they won't notice strategy about it. And you know what? It works. It probably worked back then as well because of the, you know, the CRT screens we were playing these games on. I say we were playing these games on as if I owned an N64 as a kid. I did not. I had a Sega Genesis and that was basically it. That said though, we did play on a CRT, so I did get to have the CRT experience. I do remember it. Alright, we have that, now we have you. And then I think that might be it, or there might be one more that we don't have. Let's see, let's talk to her. I think she'll tell you how many are left. Okay, that's all of them. My cuckoos have run Never mind, there's one left. I heard the do-do-do-do-do, and I thought that meant that I had all of them, because that's usually what that sound means, but I guess not. Alright, let's go this way. I'm gonna whack this guy with the Deku Stick as I go past. Hiya! Alright. Deku Sticks will break instantly upon hitting anything with them. Do you have a cuckoo? No, you just have nothing. Okay. Oh, I hear you, I hear you. You are up here. Hello, hello, little buddy. Get back to your pen. Get in your cage. Get in your cage. Get in your cage. It's like that one video of the guy locking up, I think, a bunch of pets he was sitting into their cages, and one of them was a bird, and they would always do the cage dance. Oh my god, it's so adorable. I recommend, look up the cage dance video on YouTube. It's gotta be up there somewhere. And it is fantastic. Thank you for finding my cuckoos. I have allergies, so I get goosebumps when I touch them. So why are you taking care— Never mind. For helping me, I will give this to you. It's fine glass, and should be useful. Please take good care of it. For that, we get our first empty bottle. After you put something in this bottle, set it to see when you want to use the item inside. Okay, yep, we kind of get how items work. Thanks, game. This is our first bottle. We can now buy stuff like potions or whatever, like healing potions that we can take on the run and can store inside this bottle and use it whenever we might need it. That's not everything you can do with the bottle, but we'll see everything you can do with the bottle as we go forwards. For now, as recompense for making me go through all that crap to get your cuckoos back, I'm gonna take one of them real quick. Hope you don't mind. Wait, Hey, what are you doing? I didn't know she said this. Now go round them up or pay for them. I'm not paying for them. I'm sorry. I have to do this. I have to do this. pick up this cuckoo, and then we have to climb onto the unfinished building over here and use this cuckoo for something. It's a little precise and a little annoying to do, so I might not be able to get it first try, but I'll try my darndest. So here we go. Now I want to throw you up. Not like that. I said throw you in the upwards direction, not regurgitate you. That would sound really fucking weird. Alright, you have a weird shadow there, sir. I'm not sure it's supposed to be looking like that, but it's fine. Could be an emulator quirk. Then we use this cuckoo to glide over here, and okay, good. And now, I throw it back in the pen. There you go. See, I was only borrowing it for a little while. And it was for good reason, so that I can get this piece of hearts. And with all these pieces of heart, I shall help save your kingdom. Okay. The dumbest thing about this quest, as you can see, the cuckoos have all broken free again. We went into a door and we came back out and everything was completely undone. We did all of that crap for just a bottle, for basically nothing. We didn't even permanently fix the problem because the game can't remember that we did it, I guess. I don't know. I think it's dumb. Let's see, before we go this way, I keep starting to go this way, and I'm like, actually, wait, we should go do this first, but that's just how this place is. There's a lot to do here in Kakariko Village by default, and so, you know, it's kind of hard for me to remember everything that I want to do at this point. I think if we talk to Navi again, she'll just say, like, what would Saria say? We can worry about what Saria will say later. For now, let's go to the graveyard. That's way more important than talking to our friend. What do I hear moving? Oh, it's probably the windmill. Yeah, it is the windmill. It's still loaded from here. Okay, cool. Or at least a copy of the windmill is loaded from here. The heart-pounding grave-digging tour from 8:21 Hyrule time. Yeah, because no one in the real world uses 24-hour time. That's a lie. Lots of people in Europe use 24-hour time. At least from what I can tell, because Breath of the Wild, in the Europe version of Breath of the Wild, shows 24-hour time in the little clock display. For some reason, you can't change it to 12-hour time or back in any region of the game, which I don't really get, but it's Nintendo. Just their lack of providing any options for players is just their motto at this point. Alright, well. Interestingly, this archway right here... Stop. This archway right here says, welcome to Kakariko Village. I don't know if it says anything about the graveyard. It says that in the made-up Hylian language. I don't know if it says anything about this being a graveyard, but yeah, it is strange that it's here and not at the entrance to the village like you would expect. Maybe the entrance to the village has an equivalent sign? I'm not sure. RIP. Here lie the souls of those who swore fealty to the royal family of Hyrule. The Sheikah, guardians of the royal family and founders of Kakariko, watch over these spirits in their eternal slumber. Wait, is it saying the spirits watch over themselves? Because, like, it's saying that the people buried here watch over the spirits in their slumber? Oh no, it's like, the Sheikah who are alive watch over the people who were buried. Okay, sorry. It took me a while to get there. I don't understand things super easily. Be quiet. It's only 7:51. I, Dampen the Gravekeeper, am in bed now. Go away and play. Maybe you can find a ghost in the daytime? Why would I want to find a ghost exactly? Riddle me that one. Hey there, buddy.
Little kids can't go on the heart-pounding grave-digging tour, described on the sign. Since I can't do that, I'm just imitating Dampy the Gravekeeper all day. But with my cute face, I'm not heart-pounding at all, am I?
Not really, no. I mean, some people might differ if they have never seen an N64 model before, but I don't think so. Alright, there is some stuff you can do here. For example, these graves all look very familiar, and there's clearly a dirt patch behind them where we can pull them. But if we try to do that...
Don't cause trouble! I'll tell Dampé!
You can't do it. You are physically unable to do it with this kid around. So, instead... let's disturb an even larger grave, I guess. Check down here. The crest of the royal family of Hyrule is inscribed here, and it's also being rained on. That's very mean of you, Graveyard, to do to the freaking Hyrule royal family crest. Whenever you see the Hyrule royal family crest, the best thing to do is to play the song, basically play the royal family's theme song, which is... Yep, that felt like something we should do. You know, I completely forgot to read what the grave says before I blew it up. I'm not the most respectful cemetery visitor, am I? Oh boy. What if I talk to this kid after doing that? What do you have to say now? Little kids can't. You didn't notice that at all? Lightning literally struck a stone monolith, a stone grave, blew it up over here from me, by the way. I caused it. And you're just like, yeah, it's fine. I didn't notice. Interesting. All right, well, let's go down inside and see what there is to see. Yes, go down. Thank you. Hello? Welcome to the royal family's tomb. The game was not playing the battle music correctly there. It was playing it for one of these enemies, but little did it know I was nowhere near them. These are keys. They hang out on the walls, and if you move too far into the room, they'll start flying after you. Best thing to do is to Z-target them with the slingshot, or just shoot them off the walls in free aim before they get a chance to come after you. They make little flapping noises when they're on the wall, so you just look for that, and there you go. Now this door is opened. This is the first of one of Ocarina of Time's creepy moments. And you'd be surprised at how creepy this game can get. There are quite a few moments that genuinely scare, like, fully grown adults playing for the first time today. Like, this game is pretty effective at scaring you sometimes. And this is the earliest one you can encounter in the game. What is over here exactly? I'm not really sure, but I think whenever Navi does this, there's usually, like, something here you can play a song for. Let me try playing Zelda's Lullaby. See if it does anything. Because, like, there's a certain subset of songs that can unlock weird little things in the ground, and that was not one of them. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to come back. Or, we don't have to come back, it's just a little secret thing. Hi there, buddy. Those who break into the royal tomb will be obstructed by the lurkers in the dark. Man, when you're 10 years old playing this game, destroying that grave, that is the last thing you want to hear. Like, that can actually be kind of chilling. It feels like we're somewhere we're not at all supposed to be. And I love that. Increases the adventurousness of this adventure game, which the game could certainly use some more of. And now, in the next room, say hello to Infamy. These guys. Let's see if I can get close enough to show their names without bothering them. These guys are Redeads. Many people would claim that this is the scariest enemy in the entire game, and here's how they work. You make noise, they notice you, and they freeze you in place with their deafening screams. Then if they get close, they'll, like, latch onto you and try to bite you to death. Yeah, like that, and you have to mash the buttons to get off. Okay, there we go. They are kind of annoying enemies in a way because they keep freezing you whenever they see you, and they're really tanky too. So if you're not, like, constantly dishing out damage on them, they will just keep freezing you repeatedly. Then once you kill one, all of the others in the room will slowly shamble over to their friend's corpse, during which they actually don't notice you at all. So I can begin attacking this guy, and he won't care. Definitely gonna use that to my advantage. They don't really drop anything of use. I think they might, on occasion, drop, like, rupees or something. Rupees, something useless like that. I literally just said, they might drop, like, rupees or sometimes rupees and also sometimes rupees. All right, this hurts you, as you can probably tell by how toxic and green it is. Yeah, I won't lie. These enemies can be really creepy. I mean, if you're personally not scared of them, they're a lot more annoying than anything else, but I think if you are scared of them, like these, it's totally understandable why you would be scared of the Redeads. They're pretty creepy. And they stand out from all the other enemies in this game in that way. Why are all these bones, like, floating off the ground? I'm probably not supposed to look too hard at that. Let's check the sign. This poem is dedicated to the memory of the early departed members of the royal family. The rising sun will eventually set. A newborn's life will fade. From sun to moon, moon to sun. Give peaceful rest to the living dead. This is an interesting poem, huh? Something is inscribed on the tombstone. It's the secret melody of the Composer Brothers. Mario and Luigi? You've learned the Sun Song. Restless souls wander where they don't belong. Bring them calm with the Sun Song. Okay, so this is kind of funny, actually. There is a little secret interaction in this game that a lot of people show off in their Ocarina of Time playthroughs as like, I had no idea you could do this for years, even though the game literally tells you right there. Play the Sun Song. Let me do that. There we go. Play the Sun Song in a room with Redeads. And you will stun them. This not only opens them up for free hits, but you can also just run past them freely. I think they will be stunned for about 30 seconds. It's a really long time, so you should definitely take advantage of it. I just find it funny that, like, so many people are like, that is really obscure, or I had no idea about this for years, because the game tells you right there. To be fair, I probably wouldn't have figured it out as a kid, but it tells you when you get the song that you can use it to stun them. I don't know. Anyway. You can at least bring them calm. It doesn't say you can stun them, but still. It's like, play a song by the living dead. Anyway, let me try the Sun Song on this. That might work here. Yes, okay. Sun Song is one of the songs that can summon one of these. This is a huge fairy. There are fairies you can find throughout the game. We have not seen any of them yet, but fairies can refill your health if you touch them. These fairies refill not just health, but something else we don't have yet. I'll just leave it at that for now. And you can summon them whenever Navi flies to the ground and it glows green. You can summon them with a certain subset of songs. And collect them should you need them. Okay, that is yet another Skulltula we will not be able to collect the token of, so we're gonna have to leave that there and come back later. In other news, though, by playing the Sun Song, we have changed it to nighttime, and now, Dampé himself is out patrolling the graves. Hey kid, don't mess around with the graves. He says this whether or not you mess with the graves with the kid around. So yeah, he will always say this is the start of his dialogue. I thought he only said it if you messed with a grave during the day, and like the kid actually did tell him about it. But no, he says it all the time. I'm Dampé the Gravekeeper. My face may be scary, but I'm not a bad guy. Let me give you an advertisement for my side business. Dampé the Gravekeeper's heart-pounding grave-digging tour. What's gonna come out? What's gonna come out? When I start digging, we'll find out. Do you want me to dig here? 10 rupees for one hole. So, Dampé is slowly circling around this graveyard, and if you talk to him while he's over a patch of soft soil, you can ask him to dig there. Sometimes you will get rupees, sometimes you will get nothing, and on very rare occasions you can get a piece of heart from it. So I'm actually going to try it for a little while, though I think I will cut most of it out for the sake of not running on too long, not having this video run on too long, because I do plan to start going up Death Mountain Trail before this video is done. Yes, you want to continue there, sir? This is a very slow side quest, not one that I'm typically a big fan of doing, so I've usually ignored it up until now, but while we're here, we may as well do it. I finally resigned myself to the fact that, yes, collecting pieces of heart in these games is fine, and I am perfectly allowed to do it, and I shouldn't hold myself back. Okay, red rupee, we made most of our money back, that's pretty good. Now this one, can it just be the piece of heart? I'm pretty sure it's randomly decided, so yeah. Let me save the game after all we've gotten. There we go, just to keep it safe, you know? Or I guess keep it save. Alright, that's not that funny. Let's dig. Blue rupee, okay. Got 2 holes in a row here. Maybe one of these will have the piece of it. I sure hope so. We at least get unlimited time to do this because time does not pass while you're inside a village, as the owl explained last time. I like how all of these gravestones have the Triforce on them, even though this is supposed to be a graveyard for the Sheikah, right? Or no, this is supposed to be a graveyard for the Hyrule family. My bad, I keep freaking forgetting all the details of this game's lore every 2 seconds. Alright. Come this way. Dig on this one. I dig it. A green rupee? Come on. Alright, we'll try this one. Okay, we're gonna try these last 2, and then I'll move on, whether or not we get the piece of heart. I would love to get the piece of heart, but I'm not going to make myself get every piece of heart. And I decided, I guess I'm not cutting this out after all. You can come a little closer. If you get too close to me, he will stop moving wherever he is. You want me to dig here? Yes. At least this makes for a good rupee sink, because I don't really have anything else to spend rupees on at the moment. There are a couple of shops out in Kakariko Village we could probably shop at and get... I was gonna say get rupees from. That's not how that works. You don't get rupees from shops. Alright. There we go. No, come on. No. Okay. Yes. Dig. Alright, I'm done. That's enough of that. So, the grave that has the plants in front of it. This is a grave you can pull back. Every other grave cannot be pulled back. So, we can pull this one back. Dampé doesn't care about you pulling the graves back. He will not react at all, or maybe he will when you're in sight, but he doesn't care nearly as much as the little kid did, so we'll use that to our advantage and go down here. Down here we have a chest containing a Hylian shield. So, you can buy a Hylian shield from the Hyrule Castletown shop for 80 rupees, or you can get one for free if you find this grave. If you already have a Hylian shield and you discover this grave, the chest will have 5 rupees instead. And that'll be the case for most chests that have an item. If you already have that item and the game doesn't want to give you a copy, you'll just get some rupees instead. Okay, well, we can use this opportunity to explore Kakariko Village at nighttime. Unsurprisingly, everyone's inside and sleeping, and the lights are on from the interiors, which does look very cool. Ooh, I hear that. So, out in the overworld, golden skulltulas will only appear at nighttime. That is a little detail I've not been over yet. Got this one right here, and I think there's another one over here by this large watchtower we haven't actually climbed yet. Before we do that, there is someone new to meet over here. This guy. He's just sitting with no shirt on outside on a little red box under this tree, looking sad. People are disgusting. My own father and mother are disgusting. You must be disgusting too. If you say so, that's all you say, so I guess we'll just move on from that. I love it when random people insult me for no reason. It's my favorite pastime, just being insulted by random people for no reason. Alright, let's go over here. I believe on this watchtower, up the ladder, there is a golden skulltula towards the top. So we can shoot it from here, and then we can climb the ladder to get its token. There's also a guy resting on one of the roofs around here, and he's here day and night. I mean, must be fun to stargaze. I can definitely understand wanting to do that. Got a gold skulltula. Anything else up here? No, we could just get a good view of everything. Yeah, there's that guy down there. I'm not actually completely sure how to reach him. Reaching him might be a trick. Anyway, the rest of what I want to see in Kakariko Village, unless I have 10 skulltulas. Do I have 10 skulltulas? No, I have 8. The rest of what I want to see in Kakariko Village will probably only be available during the day, so let's play the Sun Song. Oh, that's wrong. There we go. Let's play the Sun Song and get this back to daytime, which is what the Sun Song actually does. That's its main purpose, is to switch you from daytime to nighttime and nighttime back to daytime. It's very convenient, and I do recommend going to get it as soon as you can. Before I do anything, let's go back over the big fence. Since her cuckoos are lost again, we can use this to our advantage. Go back over the big fence and see whatever's in this hole back here. And then I guess we could check more around the windmill, then we could go check out some shops, and then maybe we won't be making it up the Death Mountain Trail this video after all, if I want to keep this under an hour. I mean, we're still going under an hour. It's fine. As long as I don't dally too much on the way up there, it'll be okay. I did vaguely plan on recording 2 videos this morning, but I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to do so anymore, so yeah. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how things turn out. I do like the rainbow pad that you stand on to leave these grottos. It's pretty cool. So we got 20 rupees from that. That was definitely worth it. Now climbeth back up. Let's explore up here a little bit more. I only visited this place briefly last time we were up here, and I was like, there's nothing up here, but let me confirm if that's true or not. Because, honestly, I don't know if that's true. It is true, there's nothing up here. Alright. Let's head back to, actually, why don't we go in here? Why don't we go into the windmill, see what this is about? This location is just named question mark. I don't know what the confusion comes from. This is clearly the inside of the windmill. I don't know if I get it. Anyway, we got a piece of heart up on that ledge. Wonder how we're supposed to get that. Then we have this guy. Go around, go around, go around and around and around. What fun, I'm so happy. I'm a music fan who loves to go around and around. Go around and around. I'm sucking this up so bad. I'm trying to come up with a musical theme inspired by this windmill going around and around and around. I'm done. I will stop cursing your ears forever and ever. All right. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here before I keep singing. Works a lot better for the version of that guy in Majora's Mask than it does here. That much I'll say. Hey, you have a different hairstyle. Do you say the same? Yes, you do. Okay. Or maybe you do have the same hairstyle as the other guy I talked to. I don't know. It's hard to keep track. Thank goodness your dialogue is skippable. It's a rare sight around these parts. So up here we just have 2 more houses, and then we shall be headed up Death Mountain Trail. I know, finally, right? What's in this house?
My little boy isn't here right now. I think he went to play in the graveyard.
Ah, so you are the parents of that little kid. I don't know if we can go into that house at nighttime. I suppose next time I'm here at nighttime, whenever that'll be, we can check that out. This is an empty shop. A job where you can make a lot of money without much effort. The only thing I can think of is thievery. Is that a bad idea? Depends on how good Hyrule Castle's prisons are. And how, like, you know, how comfortable they are to stay in, how much they care for you, etc. This here's Death Mountain, no passage without a royal decree. I got a letter with I got Princess Zelda's autograph. Does this count? You there, let me through. The road is closed beyond this point. Can't you read the sign over there? Oh, I see. You're just a kid and you can't read yet. I'll have you know that we Kokiri taught ourselves how to read by ourselves. No help from you adults. You useless adults. You just say the same thing. I was hoping to make that bit of commentary much better sounding, but that was the result. Hope you enjoyed. Oh, this is surely Princess Zelda's handwriting. Well, let's see. Okay. This is Link. He is under my orders to save Hyrule. What kind of funny game has our princess come up with now? Okay, alright. You can go now. Just be careful, Mr. Hero. You could be less mean about it. By the way, Mr. Hero, if you're going to climb Death Mountain, you should equip a proper shield. It is an active volcano, after all. If you go back to Hyrule Castletown Market, you should check out the bazaar. They sell the shield you need there. Tell them I sent you, and they should give you a special discount. Oh, that's actually a cool detail. I wonder if that discount applies. If you think you're good to go already, don't worry about it. Now, I'd like to ask a favor of you. No, I don't expect you to do it just because of the great tip I just gave you. I'm just asking. Have you been to the Happy Mask shop that just opened in the Hyrule Castletown Market? Everyone is talking about it. My little boy pesters me for a popular mask, but I don't have time to go there. So, could you go and get the mask for me next time you are in the market? If you don't feel like it, that's okay, but, well, I have no choice. This is my job. I'll consider it, but for now, I think I'd rather just go up Death Mountain. Let's do it. Death Mountain, here we go. We're going to go die on this mountain, just as is ordained by its name. All right, no need to read that sign behind us. We know exactly where it's pointing to. This here is a red Tektite. They will jump towards you. You gotta hit them in the face. I think their legs are armored, so I think like thrust attacks and vertical swipes tend to work the best. You can also try shooting them, except it's kind of hard to hit them with the way they jump around like that. There we go. Get these. Now, we have a cracked wall here. And there's something on the other side from what I can hear, but I can't seem to break it down in any way. All right, interesting. I'll have to keep that in mind for later. All right, nope. Missed you like half a dozen times. Here we have the scary, intense music that plays in the overworld whenever an enemy is near you. I like that. even though it is a little delayed for when an enemy starts fighting you and stops fighting you, so it feels like sometimes it feels like it's making a big stink out of absolutely nothing. Dodongo's Cavern, don't enter without permission. That sign can't stop me because I can't oh, I have to get permission to move the rock out of the way. Okay, fine. Speaking of the Hylian shield, let's equip that. Why not? Let's also equip Deku Nuts. Here's our Hylian shield, so you cannot actually use the shield to guard in a normal way. All you can do is turtle with it. This tends to work the same way with the same effectiveness, and it's just like this little detail that the shield is so big, Link can't actually hold it in his right hand, which is kind of a cute detail, not gonna lie. Anyway. Who the fuck are you? Why'd you pop out of the ground?
I am one of the Gorons, the stone-eating people who live on Death Mountain. Look at that huge boulder over there. It blocks the entrance to the Dodongo's Cavern, which was once a very important place for us Gorons. But one day, many Dodongos suddenly appeared inside the cavern. It became a very dangerous place. On top of that, a Gerudo in black armor used his magic to seal the entrance with that boulder. If you want to hear more Goron gossip, head up to our city. Goron City is just a little ways up the trail. It won't take much longer to get there, even on foot.
Good to hear. Good to know that these hiking trails are nowhere near as long as actual hiking trails are. This one's like 0.3 miles, if even that. I'm not entirely sure. It does still take a while to get up, just because, you know, you move kind of slow in this game. Relatively slow. Got another Goron here.
They say that a beautiful fairy lives on top of Death Mountain. Don't you want to see her?
Maybe some other time. I've got a lot to do as is. Death Mountain Trail, no shit. The game already told me that, thank you. So, Gorons debuted in this game. This is the first appearance of them in the entire Zelda series. And their thing is, you know, they eat rocks. They are rock people themselves, so it makes sense they'd want to eat the material they are made of to make themselves grow. I think that's how that works. They can also roll around like this guy does. They can roll around like a boulder would. It's pretty cool. This guy was seemingly carrying a bomb and it blew up in his hands. Good thing, because they're made of stone, explosions don't really harm, except, wait, you do need explosions to blow up boulders, so it should be harming. Whatever.
I wish I could roll down the mountain like a rock with a bomb flower and boom! If I could do that with a bomb flower, I could become a real man.
Man, even you Gorons are obsessed with becoming real men and whatnot. Freaking shut up. Anyway. Let's move up the trail. Does it say Goron City? Follow the trail, you'll reach Goron City. Cool. Another big rock wall here. I wonder how we're supposed to get rid of those. Curious. Hello there, sir. I didn't mean to roll into you. I can't talk to them while they're standing up.
I'm standing here to shade the bomb flowers from the sun. Do you have a question for me?
Ask about bomb flowers or ask about Dodongo's Cavern. Bomb flowers, since we've heard of Dodongo's Cavern already.
Those plants growing over there are Hiccup. They are mining plants that grow only on this mountain. They usually grow only in dark places like caves, so bomb flowers that grow in a place like this are extremely rare. If you have the Goron's bracelet, even a little kid like you could easily pick it with A.
Right now, we are unable to pick it up. That is it. Yeah, it's too heavy for us. Natural wonder, bomb flower. Danger, do not uproot! I mean, yeah, it explodes if you uproot it, right? It's just literally a bomb. That's a flower.
I'm standing here to say the bomb flowers.
What do you have to say about Dodongo's Cavern?
Did you see the cavern on your way here?
No, I didn't. That is the Dodongo's Cavern because the light inside is very dim.
The bomb flowers, a plant unique to this mountain, grow like crazy in there.
Okay, that's actually new information. I was about to make fun of you, but no, that was helpful. Thank you. I will keep that in mind and move on. This should be Goron City. Like I said, it's a 0.3 mile trail. Land of the Gorons, Goron City. Let's go in. For the sake of not spending too much time, I don't think I'm going to do everything we can do here in this video. I'm going to just get straight to the point for what you're required to do here.
Oh, I'm so hungry. Everyone feels faint from hunger because of the food shortage in this town. We are in danger of extinction. It's all because we can't enter our quarry, the Dodongo's Cavern. We Gorons live on a diet of rocks, and the most delicious and nutritious rocks around are found in the Dodongo's Cavern. That seems like ancient history now. We've become such gourmets, we can't stand to eat rocks from anywhere else. I want to eat the top sirloin rocks in the Dodongo's cavern.
Well, you might have to settle for those worst rocks in the meantime. While you get the situation shorted out. That's not what I meant to say. Also, I just fell all the way down. That's fine. We can talk to that guy standing on that platform later. Let's talk to you first. No, come on. There we go.
Big Brother has shut himself up in his room saying, "I will wait in here for the royal family's messenger."
Okay, well, you know, I kind of know the royal family. You're standing on a soft carpet for guests. It feels so plush under your feet. And then you're supposed to talk to that guy to have him tell you that he's waiting for the royal family's messenger. And if you remember anything about the royal family, you'll know that they send people along with this song. So let's play it. And he opens the door for us. I guess, let's head inside and talk to him. Talk to him about the situation with the Dodongo's Cavern. See if we can do anything about it. Hello, buddy.
What the heck? Who are you? When I heard the song of the royal family, I expected their messenger had arrived, but you're just a little kid. Has Darunia, the big boss of the Gorons, really lost him a status to be treated like this by his sworn brother, the king?
No, the king didn't send me, but, you know, what about your sworn sister, the prince? Wouldn't your sworn sister be the queen? I don't know.
No, I'm really angry. Get out of my face now. Are you asking why I'm in such a bad mood right now? Ancient creatures have infested the Dodongo's cavern. We've had a poor harvest of our special crop, the bomb flowers. Starvation and hunger because of the rock shortage. But this is a Goron problem. We don't need any help from strangers.
I understand, but also, you know, if you could just let me in the cave, I have a sword, I could cut up those Dodongos good. Whatever, you're probably not willing to back down. Let's see what happens if I talk to you again.
There's a Goron problem, don't need any help.
Okay, if I break your pottery, will that get you on my side anymore? Okay, we get a Deku stick from it. I think we'll get some rupees from these ones. Yeah, rupees and Deku sticks. So the game's telling us something by giving us Deku sticks. It's telling us, hey, you might want to light up your Deku stick with these torches and take it around the place. So let's do that. We'll take the Deku stick out, light this up. I believe the timer for the Deku stick burning resets for every torch you light, which would make sense. And once we light every torch out here, we spin in a circle for some reason. I don't know why this happens, but it does. And then this thing starts moving. We'll deal with this thing in the next video. For now, let me look around Goron City to see the place we're supposed to go. Hi there, buddy. What do you have to say? I didn't mean to almost jump attack you.
Oh? We don't get many visitors way up here. Where are you from? The forest? What's a forest? Huh? It's where a lot of trees and plants grow? Now I'm even more confused. Nothing grows around here besides the bomb flowers. We don't have seeds or nuts around here either. Even Deku sticks are very scarce around here. I know a trick to conserve sticks. If you light a stick on fire, it will burn to ashes. Press A to put it away before it completely burns. You can also press B to swing the sword and it does the same thing, but whatever. By the way, I hit a stick somewhere.
Really? That's the best spot you had? That's the best you could do? Alright, let's see, where do I want to go? I think I want to go this way? There's a guy rolling around on the layer above me, so I was kind of worried he'd be on this layer, but I guess not. No, come on, stand up so I can talk to you. I want to talk to you. I want to get your dialogue.
How was Big Brother? I see. By the way, do you know the music coming from deep inside of this tunnel? We all like this music.
Let's take a listen. That sounds familiar. I think I remember hearing that in the first episode. There's a bunch of bomb flowers outside of it. And here's where I'm going to show you a little trick. So, our intended next destination, which is a little weird, and I'm not a big fan of this objective. I'm not a big fan of how it's presented. We are supposed to go back to the forest and meet up with Zarya at this moment. So Navi's little hints of, what did that do? Sorry, what is that doing? I don't know, I think that's a bug. Anyway, Navi's little hint about what would Saria say if we told her we're saving Hyrule is supposed to be your hint to go back to the forest and find her and talk to her. Which I think is a little weird because, again, we just had like a sorrowful goodbye scene with her last time, and now we're completely undoing it in an instant. I feel like that's just a little strange, but it's whatever in the end. And anyway, what normally you would probably do is backtrack across the entire world. That's the wrong button. You'd probably backtrack across the entire world from Goron City, go back to the forest, which would take a very long time and would not be very fun. However, there is a much quicker and easier way to do this. Light a Deku stick, go in here, light one of these bomb flowers with the stick. Yes, indeed, you can do that. It's kind of obscure that you can, but it does make enough sense. And if you know you can do this, you have just unlocked a very nice, quick, easy shortcut back into the Lost Woods of Kokiri Forest. Hi.
Over here, Link, good to see you again. It's not good to see you again. After going through the Lost Woods, you will come upon the Stop spoiling stuff! Let me discover it on my own! If you are courageous, you will make it through the forest just fine. Just follow your ears and listen to the sounds coming from the forest. Hoot hoot.
See, you could have just told me that. I would have rather you just told me that. That's a useful hint. But, you spoiled where we're gonna be going, you piece of crap. All right. So what I'd actually like to do is I would like to fail the Lost Woods on purpose so we reset ourselves back onto Kokiri Forest, as I showed in the first episode. That way I will show the entire path you would have to take through the Lost Woods to get here. So here's the start. Now what you want to do is follow the song you are hearing. So you can enter this room, and there's actually more you can do in this room. On emulator, it's a little obvious which ways are correct and which ways aren't, because you can see that's just like a black wall there. That is clearly a cone-shaped tunnel, and those usually mean they're an exit to another map, which usually means back out to Kokiri Forest. While we're here, though, we can do this. Take out our slingshot, shoot this wooden target, and you'll get 100 points if you hit the center. Get that 3 times, which is very easy to do because you just keep your aim where it was. And this guy will appear. Cool! You're great! You scored 3 perfect bullseyes! I have to give a neat present to such a wonderful person. Please take it. Can you wash your saliva off of it first? Or I guess your sap is what it would be. Your Deku Seeds bullet bag has become bigger. Now you can carry more bullets. This bag can hold 50 bullets. So yeah, that is the last upgrade that you can get to your slingshot ammo. Okay, this is the path back to Goron City where we were. Our next destination is over here. This is something a little special, but since we can't dive very far, we can't do anything with that right now. I wonder if Navi would have anything to say about it. I don't really care. Which way is it coming from? Coming from straight ahead. Yes, indeed it is. The audio is very weird and I think is lagging behind, but it's okay. As long as we get there in the end, that is fine. Lots of these big rocks we can't do anything about. Now this one. This might look like a wrong path, but indeed it is not. Indeed, wait, no. Indeed is the wrong word. Not indeed, it is not. I don't know. We are now here at the Sacred Forest Meadow. It would have been really cool if we could stumble upon this place without the fucking owl spoiling it all the time. All right, here we have a Wolfos. These guys, they swing at you twice and then they expose their tails. Their tails are the weak spot, so you hit them and they die. If you want to kill them in one shot, you just jump attack. And there you go. Kill this guy and the gate will lower. Pick up the Deku Nuts. I did not know those guys drop Deku Nuts. Very interesting. We should have new enemies in here somewhere. Yes, right here. This is a mad scrub. If you get close to it, it will hide in the grass. These are basically normal Deku Scrubs, except they shoot... Oh, that does not protect me from them. Okay. These are basically normal Deku Scrubs, except they shoot 3 at a time, and they will not talk to you after you defeat them. Okay, I actually want to re-equip the normal shield, because it turns out the Hylian shield does nothing to block those projectiles. But the Deku shield will. It's kind of cool. I like how they have trade-offs for the shields in this game. I think there's a lot of missing potential there that they unfortunately didn't really capitalize on. But not necessarily having gear that is objectively better than the others, but having gear that is better at some things, but also worse at others. I think that's a really interesting idea, and I think games should explore that more often. There we go. And of course, though, you would have to balance it well, or else there would be the one thing that everyone would use because it's unquestionably the best choice. Alright, this camera angle, gotta be honest, is a little awkward. I don't think it was entirely necessary, but it's fine. Okay, get away. Or we go to the other side. Pop out, shoot you. Haha! Perfect!
Hey!
Yeah, I hear you, Navi. What do you have to say, even? What would Zarya say? We're finding that out right now, Navi. Take a chill pill. Okay. Before I go forwards, I know I'm extending this video's length in every way I can. You can climb on top of the walls of this maze. And then down here is a hole. Fall into the hole, and you can find a little fairy fountain, or fairies fountain. I tend to call these fairy fountains because it's a fountain that has fairies in it. As I've mentioned before, you can find fairies around the world that will fully restore your health. These are the normal size fairies. They do not restore the mysterious other stat in addition to health. However, what you can do with these fairies, swing your bottle, and you can store one inside, or you can capture them and trap them inside a bottle for them to do your bidding. Yeah, however you interpret it, it is now inside your bottle, and if you should die, it will revive you. Yeah, it's pretty cheap, honestly. In a game that's already has such easy combat, being able to respawn, being able to respawn after dying is almost up to 4 times total is a little overpowered, but it's alright. I don't mind that the combat is easy just because there are other forms of difficulty in this game, which is a little discussion I'll go more on later as we continue the series. All the mad scrubs are respawned, which is okay. Get you. Right, come on, nope. Reveal yourself. Then... Perfect! With you dead, we have now cleared all of them. Let's head up the stairs to this mysterious pocket of forest. Oh, let me shut up.
I've been waiting for you, Link. This is the Sacred Forest Meadow. It's my secret place. I feel this place will be very important for both of us someday. That's what I feel. You play the ocarina here. You can talk with the spirits in the forest. Would you like to play the ocarina with me?
Sure. You did give it to us after all. It's only fair.
Okay. Try to follow along with the melody I will play. Are you ready? Great! Please don't forget this song. Do you promise? When you want to hear my voice, play Saria's song. You can talk with me anytime.
Ah, so these things, they aren't just ocarinas, they're telephones. They're cell phones, basically. You've learned Saria's phone number, song! It's such a great song, man. It really is. Alright, so that is what we need in Goron City. Believe it or not, yes, we will need this song. Why exactly? You'll see why in the next episode. What does she have to say now? Actually, I would like to show something really funny before I end. When you want to hear my voice, play Saria's song, you can talk with me anytime. Okay. So, here's something funny. If you pull out the ocarina in this room and play Saria's song right now, with her in the room with you, let me see. I have to remember how it goes. Perfect. You want to talk to Saria, right? Why do I have to go through Navi? You didn't say this was a part of the process.
Link, this is Saria. Can you hear me?
I don't mind talking to you using the ocarina's magic, but I'd really like to talk to you face to face. Do you want to talk to Saria again? Yes, I would love to talk to you again and hear that same dialogue again. Here's an interesting looking building though. It's very big. There's a giant entrance up there. I wonder if we're ever going to be able to access it at some point. Oh, well, that's something for us to ponder on another time. Or, well, we can ponder on it for now, but My freaking commentary sucks today. Okay, we can ponder about it now, but we can only worry about it later. That still didn't come out very good. Next time on The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we're gonna take Saria's song back to Goron City and do whatever we can to help the Gorons out. Thank you all for watching if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.